is up, guys? Welcome to the Being Beautifully Honest podcast and channel. Thanks for being here, being subbed. If you're not, hit the button. And if you're listening on YouTube, hit the like. It's like walking in the room and hitting that light switch. Let's brighten up the place and get into the politics and BS. I actually did this a few days ago and something happened with the video / podcast. And I said, you know what? I'm not even going to bother with it again, but I want to get back to it, and I'm just basically going to make this as quick as possible. So the woman that has been now labeled as the Black MAGA woman, Michaela, she was on C-SPAN being interviewed talking about Kamala, and I want to share this. This is actually Roland Martin. He just dropped some facts to respond to Michaela with what she had to say when she was on C-SPAN. So let's just go ahead and get into it.
On y'all, they played this interview when this other black child, I think what's her name, Michaela Montgomery? That her name? Okay. So she was the one who was with Trump at the Chick-fil-A in Atlanta. She's also the same one. She went on an Atlanta radio station lying about Trump, HBCUs, and all kind of stuff. And then I called out on Instagram. She was like, yeah, when you went off of me on my show, my parents didn't like it. Guess what? Your parents not about to like what I'm about to do to you right now.
Okay. Well, apparently he did invite her to come on his show. And I don't want to say she declined, but she didn't respond, so in essence, it's kind of the same thing, right?
We invited her on the show, but she ain't responding. Now, she was talking big on Instagram, talking about how she wanted to come on. My producer reached out. She ain't hit us back. But I saw this, so this was like a month ago on Washington Journal. And if y'all want to hear an onslaught of lies in just 2 minutes and 31 seconds.
Yeah, I guess we're about to hear it.
Before that, he spoke to the National Association of Black Journalists, and he talked about Vice President Harris's racial identity, that she had become black. A lot of critics said that hurt him with black voters. What's your reaction?
I don't know why it would hurt him with black voters, because it seems like black voters are offended by everything except the conditions in which their reality is set. So while we might be offended that a rich white man is questioning the nationality of a quote-unquote black woman, that black woman does not claim to be black outside of campaign season. So we saw her be black as she was vying to be VP. The hot sauce on the pork chops, the marching with the band, all of a sudden she's paying attention to her AKA sorority sisters. But then once sworn in office, you didn't see the acknowledgement of her sorority or her HBCU. She didn't wear pink. She didn't wear green. She didn't wear anything HU. She also did not acknowledge the black community.
Oh, freeze right there. You know what? Well, I need some Vaseline. I need some Vaseline right now. This is the moment you put some Vaseline and then you just put it on your, like when you get ready to run. Matter of fact, I could do battle right out without any Vaseline, because y'all just heard a straight up liar. Michaela Montgomery, you are I see why you support Donald Trump, because both of y'all are some lying ass people.
Now, I don't know if she is being paid by the Trump campaign to do what she's doing. I clearly believe that she's benefiting from this financially. I don't believe that she's doing this just for the sake of having her face seen and it's not going to profit her in some way. Clearly, she wants to be the more melanated Candace Owens version of Candace Owens, because if you remember Diamond and Silk, I wouldn't put her in that category because they just look like a couple of buffoons. Unfortunately, one is no longer here. I guess, may she rest in peace. But I'm just saying, it's as if she is, it's more palatable for someone who is melanated to be out on the trail speaking about Kamala's ethnicity and her denial of what she really is, or her alleged denial, I should say, of what she really is. So I truly believe that she is benefiting in some way, but I'm not going to say that she's being paid by the Trump campaign to do what she's doing. I don't know that to be a fact, but I definitely don't believe she's doing it for free. I don't.
Y'all just heard her say Y'all just heard her say, when she became president, she didn't wear pink and green. She didn't do nothing. Is that so? Give me a second. Let me just go ahead and refute that massive lie. And see, the white woman on C-SPAN, and see, this is my problem when you have these folk on these shows. They are unprepared for the lies. Henry, go to my iPad. Vice President Harris speaks about gun safety, abortion at Orlando Alpha Kappa Alpha sorority event. What is that date? What is that date line right there? Oops, that's July 14th, 2022. That wasn't campaign season. Okay. I'm not done. Let's see here. Now, she don't acknowledge, she AKA. Really? Because I was there in Dallas.
And let's be clear. Meaning Kamala, her acknowledging her sorority, her acknowledging going to a HBCU, let's say she never did that. Why the hell does that even matter with her running for becoming the president of the United States? Not running to become the president of Alpha Kappa Alpha. It's just so stupid. But the only reason why Roland is even addressing this is because he is debunking the lies that she stated, that on C-SPAN, or definitely no one in the Trump world or the MAGA world is going to sit and question anything that she's saying with regards to Kamala, to say, well, is that really true? I mean, of course, they're just going to sit and believe what she's saying.
She spoke to the AKAs. They said, by the way, Michaela, you clearly ain't Greek. What you don't understand is that, guess what? Greeks have their conventions every 2 years. So they met in 2022, and then they met again in 2024. This right here is her wearing pink at the AK convention this year in 2024. I'm sorry. So again, your lie doesn't stand. I ain't done. Let me go here and go here. Matter of fact, here you can go to, let's see, Kamalaharris. And now I'll go to the iPad. Tennessee State. Let's see here. Let me go here and go right here. Let's see here. Boom. Vice President Kamalaharris gives a commencement speech at Tennessee State. Okay, Michaela, why is that important? Because the black woman who was the president of Tennessee State at the time was Dr. Glenda Glover. Who was Dr. Glenda Glover when she gave this speech? She was an international president of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. So she was actually there with her sorority sister. But, Michaela, I'm not done refuting your silly-ass lies. Let's go ahead and go back. Let's see here. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see. Let's see here. VP Harris. Michaela, since you a liar like Trump, and Divine 9. Let's see what comes up. Let's go right here. We got all these stories right here, what the Divine 9 is doing, and how they lining up. If I click images, my goodness. Let's go to the LA Sentinel. Vice President Kamala Harris discussing voting right with her collegiate family, the Divine 9. Let's go to the story of this black newspaper. Oh my God. What is the date line on that story? It's October 7th, 2021.
So again, all he's doing is debunking the lies that Michaela is speaking on behalf of the MAGA world. She's not speaking about actual issues. And again, she's being used as a prop for the Trump world and the MAGA cult, because she is a more melanated version of Candace Owens to speak against what they don't want to see, which is let's just be clear, not that it's even relevant. They don't want to see a biracial, because she is a biracial. She's not just black, but she can choose to identify with one more than the other if that was her life and that was her upbringing. But who cares? But they're using her as a prop to be a more melanated version of Candace Owens to speak against Kamala and anything that is supposed to be black, which is what they don't want to see in power. It's like the song that Public Enemy had years ago in the album Fear of a Black Planet. They don't want to see someone really melanated in this huge position of power. You know what I mean? So let's be clear. Barack Obama, he was a biracial man. He became the president of the United States. They hated that, and all they saw was black. Kamala, they want to say, oh, well, she when did she become black? Because she was claiming she was Indian. Again, things that really aren't relevant, but because they use race, it is a social construct to divide and conquer. This is what they are doing. So you have Michaela getting on C-SPAN with, all of her melanin popping, because honestly, she's a beautiful woman, but her views just are not. She gets on there with the big afro poof, beautiful natural hair. All of that is by design, so that people who are just into the aesthetic of it all will look at her to listen and say, maybe she has a point. I don't know when Kamala became black, but I don't think it's stupid. Do not focus on that stuff. Do not focus on it. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. I'm going to put the full video link in the description if you want to check it out. Guys, thank you so much for being here, liking, and subscribing. I'm Beth, just being beautifully honest. So until next time, I wanted to keep it brief, beautiful, and now I'm going to say bye.